Join us as we climb to a place between the earth and the stars, an ancient crown placed on the mountains of Wicklow over 5,000 years ago, a monument to departed ancestors and a gateway to the other world. Seefin Passage tomb, the Seat of Fionn. This stunning passage tomb is a national monument located at the summit of Seefin Mountain in County Wicklow. It was built between 3300 to 3000 BC. Seefin is part of a series of tombs in the Wicklow Mountains, built around the same period on a number of other peaks in the area, such as Seefin and Sean. Parking is limited. There are a few laybys on the road close to the set-off point for the hike. This hike will take about 3 to 4 hours. Pack water, wear a decent pair of hiking boots, bring a raincoat, some snacks and charge your phone in case of emergency. Lock up your car and try not to bring valuables. A group of local hikers advised us to keep right on the path and loop around rather than use the shorter steep option upwards. The views of the lakes and surrounding area are very fulfilling on the outside path. The weather can change fast and shelter is scarce in parts of the hike. If hiking after a rainy period, expect muddy, wet conditions as there are some very boggy patches both on the way up and across the summit. You'll also encounter long grass, rock and shingle. So again, decent pair of boots is a must.
Still walking extreme. It's what we do.
What we do.
It's what we do.
I'm gonna take off my coffee.
Jesus.
After the last turn on the hike, you turn northwest uphill to the summit and the tomb. Seefin's name in Irish translates to the Seat of Fionn, relating to the Irish mythical hero Fionn McCool. It's not uncommon for passage tombs or cairns to be woven into the tapestry of Irish mythology. In our ancient folklore, the Milesians are Gaels, the original Irish people, who sailed to Ireland from Iberia after spending hundreds of years travelling the earth. When they land in Ireland, they contend with the Tuatha De Danann, who represent the Irish pantheon of gods that resided in Ireland before these Gaels. The two groups agreed to divide Ireland between them. The Milesians take the above world, while the Tuatha De Danann take the world below, lending to the thought tombs like Seefin were said to be those entry points to the world below, the other world. Seefin Passage tomb consists of a large cairn measuring 25 metres in diameter and about 3 metres high in the inside chamber. You can see a number of large curbstones around the base of the tomb defining its outer edge. There is a 7-metre passageway which opens into a chamber with 5 small recesses. The capstone has been removed or damaged, making exploration easier, but be very careful, both for the maintenance of the monument and your own well-being. This is a national monument and a beautiful structure from our neolithic past. These places should be treated as sacred and with respect in all exploration. Leave no trace.
This is amazing. You'll get... Oh my god, it's so cold in here. You see your breath. You see your breath.
Cold. It's the 19th of July. So warm outside.
There are very few decorative markings compared to other burial mounds in Ireland. Some theories indicate that these structures were not always tombs and that maybe the ancients built these cairns so that the entrance was actually a symbolic fertilization by the sun's light, entering the chamber and illuminating to reach berries, roots, leaves, seeds stored in the alcoves. Perhaps the alcoves are the ovaries, while the inner chamber represents the womb of Mother Earth. At this altitude, you are surrounded by a vista of pure beauty. When the mountain breeze hits you, rest into it and forget the world below for a while. And that is the reason why we do this. The lengths the ancients would go to build their monuments upon the mountain top, placing their ancestors in locations such as this so they could overview all that between the earth and the stars after their mortal life and into their afterlife. We make our way across the mountain to Seefin, a boggy stretch about 25 minutes each way. Dated around the same time as Seefin, Seefin is less impressive, to be honest. It appears as a mound of stone with no visible entrance. The views are still amazing, but here you can go to the third cairn on the mountain loop, Seefin. We sensed a bit of a change in the weather and we made our way back to the car park via Seefin for one last goodbye. From Seefin, we took the shorter path to the car park. The hike down is steep, and we were delighted we didn't come up this way earlier. Still soaking up the beautiful views of the lakes and mountains as we descend. Again, this is rough terrain, and watch your pace as the tumble might bring you in close contact with a rock. The tomb was excavated by R.A. McAllister in 1931. He reported finding no artifacts and no human remains. It is possible that the monument was plundered and desecrated long ago when the capstone was damaged or removed. Another theory is that the remains were removed when the descendants of those buried there migrated or lost control of the area. The hike path is just south of Kilbride Army Camp. Be cautious of live firing on the Army range. Flags will be flown on the days that they are firing. With weary feet and satisfied souls, after a day out we journey back home through Glendalough Mountain Pass, another one of our favourite places to visit. We will feature soon. As we leave the peace and solitude of the mountains, we join the bustle of the motorway, and we see our old friend Fionn McCool. Like many myths and legends, all you have to do is set one foot in front of the other, and adventure might find you. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you somewhere along the road. Feel free to like and subscribe. All the best from us.